Hey, Patricia.
Thing that for 1 year on the case, sit down with the person and say, what happened? Tell us, walk us through chronological
In a moment,
what happened. It'll be a formal interview process. To our understanding, up until this point, according to police, they have not interacted with Carlee Russell since she turned up and gave an initial statement on Saturday where she had to go to the hospital there, UAB hospital, for treatment. She's been released since, but she has still had interaction or formal interview with enforcement, at least based on the most recent communications that we have, Hoover Police Department. If something has changed, we're about to find out about it. What we've got to do now, folks, because the time is now officially 3:30 Eastern. Okay, what we're going to do is I have to questions and comments. What we are going to do is we're going to stay here with you live after the conference to go.
Hey, Cassandra. Let me turn it up.
I'm not sure we're good. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Daylight time. Everybody good? Good.
People want to know what happened. Again, one of
I this buffering. That's a question. What's my okay? So
so honed in on this story.
Mic check 1 2.
I'm just going to mute for a second. One of the reasons that people were so
okay, wait a minute. 1 second. Bear with me.
to get the word out Carlee. And they organized search parties, arranged prayer vigils. They took others that I'm not even aware of to help in this situation. The Hoover Police Department quickly rallied multiple partner agencies, stopping at nothing to find Carlee. I'd like to take this time to thank you to the Hoover Police Department, partner agencies, our wonderful community, and to all those that aided in some way in connection with this situation. As the days have gone on and more information has been shared, we know everyone has questions. The Hoover Police Department is known for being very methodical and thorough with their investigations. For that reason, we did not feel comfortable speaking in detail publicly till now. It isn't that we share this information now so that our community can be put at ease. So at this time, I'll turn the microphone over to Hoover Police Chief Nick Durst. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank everyone for being here today. Besides me, you played a significant role in this investigation. I want to thank our department, members of surrounding local law enforcement agencies, the FBI, United States Marshals, and ALEA for their assistance in this case. We said from the evening of July 13th, our focus would be the safe return of Carlee Russell. That occurred on Saturday, July 15th, approximately 49 hours after she called. From that point, focus has been to determine Carlee's whereabouts during that time exactly took place. Let me say up front, this investigation is not over. We're still working this case, and we'll work in this case until we uncover every account for the 49 hours that Carlee Russell was missing. However, due to the public interest, and in some cases, public fear that this story has generated, we owe it to our citizens to tell them the facts that I'll give you the facts that we know today. On July 13th, approximately 8:20 p.m., Carlee left work from a visit at the summit. Surveillance video from her place of employment concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure. She ordered food from Taziki's at the Colonnade and traveled there. She then Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its. From there, she remained in the parking lot at that shopping center until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459. Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m. And at this time, we will play the 911 call in its entirety.
Walking by their cell. Where I'm right next to this exit 10 by the Hoover Med, like to get off by the Hoover Med. Okay, so you're before that exit? Yes. Okay, what you headed southbound or northbound? Like towards Tuscaloosa or towards 280? Towards Tuscaloosa. Okay. And was the child on the left or right side? On the right side. Were they walking northbound or southbound? They're walking towards Tuscaloosa. How old do they look? Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4. Did you pull over with them or are you still with them? Yes. Okay, are you with the child right now? No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I can see them though. Do you mind staying and keeping an eye on them until we get there? Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, what kind of car are you in? I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz. Is that a sedan or SUV? SUV. I mean, it's a sedan. Sorry. Can you put your hazards on for me? Yeah, they're on. Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them? No. Okay. No. Do they look like they're injured? No, they don't. Are they white, black, Hispanic, or Asian? They're white. Okay. Is it male or female? I think it's a boy, a little boy. White. Male? Okay, so is he wearing clothes? Yes. Okay. What is he wearing? It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper. And you don't see any cars anywhere? No cars anywhere. Okay. All right. What's your name? My name is Carlee Russell. And you don't see any injuries on the shop where you're at, correct? No, but I can't really see them that good. Okay, try to keep an eye on them for the best you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them. Okay. All right, and do they have shoes on? No. Shoes? Not that I can see. I can't really see that one. Okay. All right, I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but the officers are on the way, okay? Okay, thanks. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Carlee called a relative after speaking with the 911 operator. She went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. Traffic camera footage was obtained which depicted this portion of the incident, and that footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine the time frame. Carlee's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carlee's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight, 600 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call from Carlee's mother, stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carlee scream, and then they had an open phone line. Hoover police officers arrived on the scene with 5 minutes of being dispatched. Several other officers arrived shortly. Kate Carlee at the seat of her vehicle with her apple walking nurse. The food she ordered for Zeke's was also in the car. Were not in the vehicle, nor were they located anywhere around the scene. Hoover police deployed all available assets from the for Carlee. Additional resources were called in to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators. Numerous detectives responded to the scene. Throughout the day Friday, officers from surrounding local and federal agencies assisted Hoover police in the search for Carlee Russell. Officers returned to the scene on 459 to conduct a thorough line search for evidence. K-9 from Jefferson County Sheriff's Department checked for any sign of Carlee. The child and anything else considered evidence. Those searches all turned up empty. Private citizens, including search parties organized by her family, friends, began looking to trace. These searches took place throughout the day Friday and again Saturday, yielding nothing. At 10:44 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 Center receives a call from Carlee's residence stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she tells that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. So when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She picked her up and she stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her to a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back. She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes the pictures of her, but she did not have physical contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crumbs, played with her hair, but couldn't remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in the vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she got near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. It was also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock. Out of respect for Carlee and her family, detectives did not press for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet in the days leading up to their disappearance, I think, are relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, do you have to pay for an Amber Alert was searched. On July 13th, 3 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, how to take money from a register without being caught was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term Birmingham bus station was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of 13th. On July 13th, 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted.
Girl, you going to jail.
There were searches of Amber Alerts on a computer, list of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of the search this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. There are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say, we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that they're to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much.
With that, we'll open the floor to questions. Please raise your hand and I'll call on you.
Do you expect any charges against Carlee Russell in connection with the disappearance in connection with what?
Right now, our focus is to determine those 49 hours, so the investigation continues. So to be perfectly honest with, that isn't even in our mind or been discussed. I think the family has stated to us that they didn't think that in her mental state right now, because of trauma of the incident, that she's not ready to talk, is what we've been told.
You stated that you had on care. Was this abductor black male, female, black female, white female?
I believe it's a white male. Am I correct by saying that? Was it ever? Yeah, white male.
Is this alleged abductor yet on the loose in the Louisville?
Don't believe so. We have no report of that.
Is any indication of mental illness in this case?
Not that I'm aware of.
There's been a concern in the community that it was, or it turned out not to be
See, like I told y'all earlier, that mom knew her daughter was lying, but she went along with it.
I'd respond to say that we investigate every
By doing that, she just screwed her own daughter.
crime, just like we have this one. And not to my knowledge. You know, that's the $100 question. You know, we pretty much know exactly what took place from the time she left work until she got on the 911 call, and we can see getting out of the car on the interstate from that footage. And after that, I think she only knows. We don't know.
And I mean, she fucked herself up in a sense, because it's like, okay, mean that this stuff was premeditated. You had plans on doing something.
What their daughter's saying, and we've had a very good rapport with the parent at the family on several occasions. Today a few times, and to make them understand that we're under pressure from our community.
Mr. Happy birthday, if you hadn't already. I don't know why.
Not only in our community of the state, but nationally, when the story hit.
On another.
And I just want
and it's not anything.
them to understand that today we were going to have a press conference, and what we were going to detail today are facts, and everything that I've told you today is actual facts. It's not innuendos. It's not what I think. It's not what these detectives think. It is the factual information that we have.
Okay, all right.
How about unknown? You know, we know the facts that we have. Everything else is unknown at this time.
I'm gonna pause it on this end and just let you listen to the audio from here, because
Well, absolutely. And again, focus of the investigation that Thursday When she went missing, of course, the focus was to get Carlee home. That's what we want all. We wanted her safe and sound, and that's all happened. And then, of course, this has gotten to be not only a local, state story, but a national story. So it is. It's a lot of stress on everyone in the department, the mayor, to every citizen here. We want to know that. I wouldn't say I'm frustrated. I mean, I'm very happy that Carlee's home. That was the ingredient here, and then we'll figure it out. I promise you that we'll end up figuring it out.
Any idea of
Yeah, we haven't had time to consider that, but it's again, these detectives that are here. This is just a small group of people that have been associated with this case. We have put every available resource that we have on this case because we wanted to make sure that we found out everything when we get her home, and we have. Not that I'm aware of. Sure. A lot of the from the FBI side, several agents helping us interview. I mean, as you well know, in a case like this, especially when it goes national, we got hundreds and hundreds of calls. And when you get those calls, some of them may just be outlandish, but you've got to follow up on them because you never know that you may get that one tidbit. And I'd also say too that we had a great cooperation with the family. The family received hundreds and hundreds of tips, and every time they got a tip, they sent it to us. No, I will have to remember that.
I'm just like on the way right because it's like what the.
Does that kind of give you an indication of her mind state during this ordeal?
Yeah, they might be trying to figure out what they.
Well, again, I call facts, and I think it's highly unusual to the day that someone gets kidnapped. That several 7 hours, 8 hours before that they're searching the internet, googling the movie Taken about an abduction. I find that very
that
very strange, yes.
Her family is a family of means because where do you know they give you an option to come in or not?
No, we do not.
Somebody in her family has some sort of power. You know, the power we talked about in the last live. Her dad is connected.
Which tells me that I've had kids, and I'm sure a lot of people have. And very, very, again, you said it, and I'm not saying it couldn't happen because I've always been one of these guys, never say never, but 6 football fields. I like athletics, I like football. 6 football fields. To think that a toddler, barefoot, that could be 3 or 4 years old, is going to travel 6 football fields without getting in the roadway, without crying, without any just moving down. It's just very hard for me to understand. We did not see, from what we can tell, we don't see anybody on the interstate other than a car and then someone getting out of her driver's side. We have sent that off to the FBI for enhancement. It has not been returned.
Do you think in this charges will be forthcoming towards Carlee Russell, and how serious of a crime did it do? Not only fabricated 911 call, but to lie to law enforcement?
Well, again, that's not something that we've been discussed since we're going through the still investigation. But people have to understand that when someone says something like this, we put every available resource. Everybody comes together from, like I say, state, local, federal. It's just a lot of work, and it again, generally frustrating. I mean, it is a little frustrating to think that all this is we can't find anything out.
Did anyone see you calling in from the side of the room when you made that call?
No, not to my knowledge.
All right,
Last question here. Is this investigation held up until you speak once again, Carlee Russell?
Well, there's a few things that we're and do an in-depth interview, and at that point, we'll have these investigators doing some other things. So,
That's all the questions we're going to answer.
Well, there you have it. The lie detector test has has determined that Carlee is a motherfucking liar. That's what it determined. She is a liar, and there is no her. She lied. Her mama lied. Her daddy wanted to tell the truth, but he couldn't tell the truth because he knew his wife was going to put them paws on him. On national damn TV, she just embarrassed herself and everybody else affiliated with her. I don't blame that detective. I'd be pissed too. I would be pissed too. This was premeditated, plain and simple. This girl tried to plan a damn roadmap. She won't talk to them. Her family talking about her mental health. I mean, okay, so I hate to say what I'm about to say because Carlee was dead ass wrong. But hell, when the white folks do it, that's the first plan of escape or excuse they use. So hell, if it works for them, I guess it should work for her. I guess that's why they're saying it. And like I said, if it works for them and it works for Carlee, then so be it. But Carlee ass needs to go to jail. Hey, Shay. Hey, Sissy Pooh, she needs to go to jail. Don't be so hard on her. It's a bad thing she has done. However, she is our little sister. Yeah. I get that, but she should have talked to somebody. Somebody should have talked her out of this. Her friend is not her damn friend. Now look at this. It's a whole mess. Nobody is going to believe the next Black girl or kid. And it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. I know jail isn't for that, but there was a lady, I talked about it earlier, lady named Sherry Pampini. She did the same thing. They raised money. She even held her own ransom girl. And they found out that it was a hoax and she got 18 months. So Carlee gonna get something. She's gonna get something. Okay, so well, no, that lady wasn't 25. She was a grown ass lady with a husband and kids. She had her boyfriend abduct her, and he was staying over at her house. And the boyfriend's friend told the police what happened with that. But anyways, so J Truth, they just had a press conference about Carlee Russell. In so many words, they said she lied. Everything was pre-planned. They went through her phone and they found out that she had searched. Yeah, she was. They found out that she had searched how to steal this, how to do that. Looked up a bus ticket from Birmingham to Tennessee or something like that. She took a black robe from her job and she stole some cash out of the register. So, yeah, exactly. That family is going to have to move. I don't wish jail time on no one, but accountability is a must. We don't need this to happen again. This can't be swept under the rug. I agree. Oh yeah, and she researched the movie Taken. But in the movie Taken, where did this? I can't remember. But in the movie Taken, was there a scene with a toddler alongside the road? I mean, this really don't make sense. And when they do whatever they're gonna do to her, will they do the same thing for the friend who helped her? Because they didn't say anything about a friend. So I'm guessing they're waiting on Carlee to speak. And Carlee family, they look like smart people. I'm sure that they already hired an attorney. So in the movie Taken, was there a scene? Yeah, she better play crazy as hell, because this don't look good. Those folks are gonna want to throw the book at her. Hey boo. J True.
Oh, hey, can you see me?
Hey, yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, I've been back here for
I didn't. I just looked down, girl. I just looked down. My bad.
So what I was saying was I really have not been keeping up with this case. I mean, it's like at some point, man, you got to protect like your mental health. So I didn't know what was going on with that young lady, and for God's sake, she could be like my niece. So yeah, I was just trying to protect my mental health and just praying like, I hope the young lady comes up alive and healthy. But break it down. I was asking for a brief synopsis, but what I'm hearing is it's kind of apropos.
You're breaking up.
Do you remember Tawana Brawley?
Who?
Tawana Brawley.
No, Tell me about it.
Tawana Brawley was that young lady. I think this was like in the 80s, girl. And supposedly she went out and some white man had kidnapped and raped her. And Al Sharpton got behind it and advocated. It was this big thing, but what came out was she went out with her boyfriend and it was staged. It was a hoax or whatever, you know. And you got these conservatives. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You got these conservatives still to this day. They like to diminish our children and everything. They want to bring up Tawana Brawley. Well, later on, Tawana went on and she became a nurse and everything. It's still some kind of speculations behind it. But so that's what I was thinking, is this sort of kind of like that Tawana Brawley case. But I didn't hear the whole details of what went on with this young lady.
Well, they said that she pre-planned everything. In the beginning, they said, well, earlier, it was said that she and the boyfriend had broken up because the boyfriend cheated on her with a stripper. And from there, I guess she wanted to get his attention. So she concocted this elaborate scheme to plan an abduction. So her best friend allegedly was in on this and helped her. And your phone has a digital footprint, and they just pulled up everything that she did. So now they know that this was premeditated and it wasn't an abduction like she said. So this don't look good. It doesn't at all. And I know. Listen, I want to go in on her so bad, but now I gotta have compassion because my little sister
I didn't
who
hear
made
none of
me
that. I'm
think
so sorry.
think about what others may think about her, but I still feel like she needs to be held accountable. Now, whether that accountability is
Lex,
going to be, I don't know. I think she needs to be held accountable. And I think I have.
can you hear me?
Uh-huh. I can hear you.
Okay, I don't know what the hell. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so you went out when I heard her boyfriend broke up with her. That's all I heard, and you went out for a second. I don't want to be irritating towards you, but
No, you're
um,
good. The
so it was.
boyfriend, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm the one that need to hear this. Go ahead.
It was staged, basically.
Oh Lord, how old is she?
25.
Oh shit. So how did it get the national
Yeah.
news? Like, did it say how it got the national news?
Yeah. When she didn't come, she on her way home.
Uh huh.
She she called her mom. She went to pick up food from the colonnade room. Then she went to Target, and she made a purchase. Um, Once she did that, she was on I-495, called to talk to the mom. Then she hung up with the mother, called the brother's girlfriend, told the brother's girlfriend that, she saw a toddler walking alongside the road. So she stopped for the toddler, got out the car. The the brother's girlfriend heard her scream. And then I guess that's when, well, no, before that, she called 911 to tell 911 that she saw a toddler alongside the road.
Okay.
And after hanging up with 911, she called the sister-in-law.
Oh.
And the sister-in-law heard the scream and all of that stuff. So I guess after that happened, that's when this, blew up. And it's been going on for about 4 days now.
So, who all knew this was bullshit from the beginning?
Her best friend, because her best friend was the one that helped her get away. Oh, speaking of that, I even called. I called the Red Roof Inn, and you know that they have footage because that lady was snotty as hell with me. Let me let y'all listen to that. Hold on,
Lord have mercy. So,
because I wanted
what,
to know.
what was she
So
trying to? What was homegirl trying to gain out of all of this? What was she trying to get money? Uh,
I guess she wanted her man back. I guess she wanted her man to miss her or whatever. But 6 days ago, okay,
damn, she
thanks.
went this far. Yeah, I think she got a strong
Exactly.
insanity case. She got a strong insanity case.
Well, hell, that's the route she better take. But like I said, I called the Red Roof Inn because they said that she was taken to the Red Roof Inn. They camped out there because when she came back home, she told the parents that okay, somebody dropped her off in the neighborhood, and the Ring
Right.
doorbell found her walking nonchalantly. And then when she got home to her, residence, she pretended to be distraught. So the authorities came. They took her to UAB hospital. They
Right.
checked her,
Right.
released her. But like I said, I called the Red Roof Inn. Hold on, let me play this.
Sis, do you listen? Go. I'm gonna listen to it. Can I ask a question?
If you know your party's room number, you may enter it at any time during this message. For reservations, press 1. For all other questions or to speak with the front desk staff, press 0 or remain on the line.
Thank you.
Hi, what's your name? Hello. Hi, my name is Matt, and I have a question. I'm working on a story, and I don't know how much information you can provide me, if any at all. But can you say yes or no? Did the
I
Hoover
did
Police Department?
What I can do for you, ma'am, is provide you with the media hotline for a resolution.
Okay, can you give me that?
877
Mm-hmm.
774
774.
3570.
Okay.
3570.
Okay, so you can't give me any information as to whether or not Miss Russell stayed there during her.
I just gave you that information that I can give you, which is the
see, and that told me everything I needed to know. There is live footage because I was gonna ask her, how much it's gonna cost me to get the footage, but sis was acting snobby, so the hell with her. But I am gonna call that media line and see if I can get the video footage from them.
Leg, why you calling them to acting like the damn police? You know how many people probably don't call up that fucking with that lady.
I wanted to know shit. I was trying to bring the news to my damn people. So I called. I sure as hell did. And I'm not playing. I called.
God, you don't call her to act like damn police.
Listen, and I'm gonna call that damn press number too. I will get that damn video.
Wait a minute, Leg. God, you my girl. But hold on, Leg, let me ask you a question. Okay, real talk. Listen, do you find it's something? It's a connection, right? It's something about being crazy and going to the Red Roof Inn. What you think about that, girl? It's like a moth through the flame, burned by the fire. Crazy bitches love going to the Red Roof Inn. What you think about that, girl?
I think you would be right. I sure do. I think you would be right. I wonder if they'll sell a tape for me for $39.99. Ain't that how much?
Yes! Oh my God. I'm not fucking with you today.
Well, I called shit.
Girl, let them call that talking about something. She was rude with me. I bet you about 100 motherfuckers that call that bitch because she was like, listen, but I will give you. Ooh, girl, sis was like, bitch, I make $12.99. You want?
Listen, I'm gonna call that number. Let me play it. If y'all want to know, y'all want to call. Let me play it again for you so you can get that number too.
For reservations, press 1. For all other questions or to speak with the front desk, press 0 or remain on the line. Jackie, cut that messy shit out, Jackie. That lady make $12.99. Leave her alone. I ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Hi, what's your name?
Hello.
Hi, my name is.
You know what I can do. Late. I'm gonna call like after hours. The person that works the third shift because see they tired. And I might can catch them when they have sleep. So tonight I'm gonna set an alarm and I'm gonna call them back. Yeah, and I'm gonna use my little burner phone. And I'm gonna call them back so they can't trace my shit.
Yes, they really gonna cuss you out because I'm telling you, these folks make about $15. God, they tired. They tired of this shit.
They could have made some money if they had just sold me the damn tea.
How much you gonna pay them?
Well, hell, the room's $39.99. So I mean, hell, I'm not going too much higher than. I don't know. We gonna have to wait. But Sarah, we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to concoct a scheme so that we can get that footage, girl.
Sarah, I can't believe Sarah with this mess. Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, I'm gonna do that too. The same area code.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Happy birthday, Sarah. Happy birthday, girlfriend. Happy birthday, boo-boo. It's Sarah's birthday, Jack, and you up here with this mess of shit.
Listen, Sarah knew what was going on when it was going on, so she already know. She already know because Sarah was like, "Why the hell she's so damn snotty?" And I
Oh my
wanted to know
God.
too.
Oh my God. So
You
okay.
didn't hear
So I
the
think
okay.
I'm with though BL. I mean, we got the world. We have everyone else be down our little sister. So uh
Honey,
at least we could try to advocate for her with some kind of mental illness. So you can't be in your right state of mind to concoct all this bull crap.
I don't know, but Ronnie Q girl, I called the hotel. Let you listen to this heifer.
Oh, Ronnie Q, she up there acting like the
I'm
damn
talking to you
police.
too, Ronnie. Hold on, let me play this again for you. Let me put it on
Let
the
me go on mute.
Okay, hold on.
Your party's room number, you may enter it at any time during this message. For reservations, press 1. For all other questions or to speak with the front desk staff, press 0 or remain on the line. Thanks for calling the reservation. My name is Kimon. I can help. Hi, what's your name? Hello. Hi, my name is Matt, and I have a question. I'm working on a story, and I don't know how much information you can provide me, if any at all. But can you say yes or no? Did the Hoover Police Department or the... I can't do for you, ma'am, is provided with the media hotline for a regular fan.
See, she told me all I needed to know right there.
Give me that. 774 Okay. Okay, so you can't give me any information as to whether or not Miss Russell stayed there during her. I just gave you that information that I can give you. Have a good day. You ain't telling me nothing.
I'm telling you, I'm calling tonight, third shift. Sarah, remind me.
I'm telling you, you keep calling them that fucking with the people. Them people, like I said, make $12 or $15 out before gonna cuss your ass out. Quit calling that acting
I
like
don't
you
give a damn
police.
what they do. I'm gonna get that. Listen, I'm gonna get that video.
Hey, yo, Randy Q, I was telling her, do you find a strange connection with the Red Roof Inn and crazy people? What you think about that, girl? All the crazy
Ronnie
people,
Q, I got the link drop for you. P,
they migrate
listen,
to the Red Roof Inn.
Since we gonna get that.
It's something about that
Ronnie Q, I would like to hear what you have to say about the crazy people in Red Roof Inn and all of that other stuff, girl.
It's something about that shit. It just go like peanut butter and jelly. Like hog moths and hot sauce. Like big booties and sundresses. That shit just go. And you got this girl up here acting like she the damn police. I think you need to leave them folks alone. They gonna get your ass. And
I'm gonna
Lex
call
talk
from
about
the
some
text
hi.
now.
What you said? What you said? Hi, girl. What you said, Lex? Hi, what is your name? Do it for me, Lex. What you said? Hi, what is your name?
I said, hi, what is your name? So she said, you. And I said, well, my name is Mac, and I'm working on a story, and I want to know if you can give me any information.
God,
she knew what
God,
she knew I was with the shits because she knew I was with the shits because she said, what I could give you is
I'm telling you, Lex, like them I bet you know how many you know how many of us done called up that with the shit. That lady is tired. You know how much money they made. Like, get them people a break. Shit, I ain't got time for this, lady.
Third shift. Third shift.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey,
you
Ronnie
ladies,
Q.
how you ladies doing?
what's up, already Q?
Good.
You know, I am so mad that I missed the press conference, so I don't have the latest update. And if you guys want to review what the police said today, because, you know, go ahead.
Oh, I'll play it for you. 1 second. Because you're going to have to hear this to believe it yourself.
Hey, Peach Cobbler.
And why did I see somebody write something about a connection between Nashville, Tennessee, and her? Don't tell me she went to Nashville.
Because what her plan was, she listen, people don't understand that your cell phone is your cell phone is a blueprint because a footprint because that's what they did. They tracked her movements from the cell phone. This girl had already researched the movie Taken. What else? She researched the movie Taken. She researched how to steal money and not get caught. She researched a bus ticket from Birmingham to Tennessee. Oh God, she
Damn,
just
she
dug a hole
real
for
stupid.
herself.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
very stupid.
And so smart, but just dumb.
Exactly. Book sense, but no common sense.
Yes.
None. And for the simple fact of her mom, they went on national TV and she knew, her mother knew. And her father, if you look at that interview, that father was looking at the wife like, babe, you putting too much sauce on it.
Wait a minute. Her mother knew
but she's
while she was gone or after she got back?
After she got back.
Oh.
Yeah, the daddy looked scared, Peach. After she got back, that mother knew that her daughter had just stepped in some shit. But that was her daughter, so she had to stick beside her.
So
instead of
true?
Saying, go ahead.
Instead of saying, go ahead.
Instead of saying, I would like to offer an apology on behalf of my daughter. My daughter has experienced a psychotic break, which caused her to act outside of herself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking for privacy and prayers for my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
As we go through this time, and we just ask for prayers and healing for Carlee.
That's what she should have did.
That's all she had to do.
That's what she should have did. As we go through this difficult time with our daughter's mental health.
Exactly.
Listen, I want to know. It was so many rumors out. I want to know, is it true that she had gotten fired from her job that morning? And is it true that she was caught stealing?
Yep. They said that. Okay. She stole money out of the register as well. Remember, the search. Yes. The search asked how to steal money without getting caught.
She would have been better off just stealing the money and them trying to figure out which one of the people who are in the spot who has stolen it. What a dodo! Like, oh my God! Are they? Go ahead.
She would have been better off if she had her boyfriend or somebody steal a damn car and dump her ass in a ditch or whatever. Because this right here,
So who else was? Did somebody come pick her up? The side of the road thing.
The best friend.
So she went down the embankment. How did she get from on the side of the car? Did she go down, because they said it was some neighborhoods on the other side of those trees on the freeway? Is that where the best friend was waiting?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's weird. What happened was she got out of the car because she thought she saw the toddler. The toddler ended up being Chucky. So once she realized the toddler was Chucky, she ran through the woods, and that's when Jason was behind her. Once Jason got behind her on the other side, Freddie was the getaway driver and took her to the Red Roof Inn.
Where Michael Myers was waiting.
And he painted her toenails and fed her Cheez-Its.
Girl.
Because that's what she said. Did you hear that?
Girl. Now, I know she didn't say that.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She said that. Let me read exactly what the text message said. She described a person with orange hair, balding on top. That sounds like Pennywise, not Chucky, since she said balding on top. And he tied her up, drove her around, and put her in an 18-wheeler and fed her Cheez-Its for 2 days, and they painted her nails. They kept her on 150 somewhere, and somehow she manages to get away and runs through the woods to the neighborhood until she gets to her house and then goes to the hospital. Hoover got some Ring doorbell footage from the neighborhood, and it just shows her walking casually until she gets close to her house, and then she starts sprinting and acting a fool.
Okay, so I need some clarity on when they for some reason they let it come out that she bought some snacks from Target. Was those snacks the Cheez-Its or something, or did they elaborate on what she bought in Target?
They didn't say exactly what she bought in Target, from my understanding, but that's a good question. So the kidnappers took the Cheez-Its and the food that she picked up for her and her mom from the Colonnade room or Taziki's or whatever. So they took that and the snacks. And that's how she ate for the past couple of days that they had her.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the mother put herself in legal jeopardy by coming out there. That was a Good Morning America interview after she came home, where they said that, I didn't even see that interview. I'm going to have to go back and look at these interviews, because they said the father was looking like this is some bullshit. And then the mother said, when they asked how did she feel when she got home, and the mother said, well, I felt this way, excluding herself from how differently the father may have felt. Wow.
The father was looking at her like, stop. Let me let you listen to it. Hold on. Have it right here.
Laid eyes on her again. What was it like? To me, just so much joy.
This morning, in an exclusive sit-down with NBC News, the parents of 25-year-old Carlee Russell are speaking out, describing the moment their daughter appeared on their doorstep after being missing for more than 48 hours.
What did you do when you saw her? We tried to hug her as best we could, but I had to stand back because she was not in a good state. So we had to stand back and let medical professionals work with her. But
last Thursday, police say Carlee called 911 to report a toddler walking alone on the interstate. She pulled over while on the phone with a family member who described hearing Carlee scream.
Her vehicle was unlocked, running.
On the scene, police found no sign of Carlee or a child, and they say no children were reported as missing during that time period. The Russells waited in agony until Saturday night.
There were actually just so many calls and texts from people who maliciously lied to us. I just didn't know people could be so evil.
Authorities have not indicated where Carlee was during the 48 hours she was missing or what happened. Her parents declined to share what their daughter told them, citing the ongoing investigation.
And can you tell me what happened Saturday night? Did you just get a knock at the door? Anything leading to the case itself, we can't discuss that.
But they say speculation about the circumstances surrounding Carlee's disappearance are only making things worse.
She's having to deal with the trauma of people just making completely false allegations about her.
Her family now urging the public to let the investigation play out, but mentioning an abductor. Her mother asking to read a brief message to the public.
Carlee has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor. Do you believe that there's an abductor still out there? Absolutely. Absolutely.
NBC News has reached out.
Child and mom need to go to jail too.
Now, she knew differently at this time.
Exactly. Because this interview was yesterday.
Now, also, the nerve of her to say that she can't believe the lies that people are telling about her daughter while she's sitting up there lying herself.
Exactly. That part. I mean, this is what gets me. Anaya Blanchard's mom. You know who Anaya Blanchard is. Her mom. Okay, so Anaya Blanchard, she was a 19-year-old who lived in Alabama as well, and she got followed from, I think it was a gas station back in 2019, and she was murdered. She was murdered.
And they went to that trailer at first, and the guy said he didn't see her.
No,
a white guy.
That's Alexis. That's in Virginia. That's who you're talking about. Anaya's mom is married to a UFC fighter. And
I didn't hear about this one.
You didn't? Okay, this happened back in 2019. She was leaving a gas station. I think it was a Chevron in Auburn, Alabama, and she was kidnapped. And it was three of them. One of them, I think his name was Yasid something, but he was arrested and charged with the murder, and the other people I think were accomplices. But this happened in 2019, and then I think the trial happened in January, maybe 2020 or something like that. But this woman, the young lady's mom, she went out there to help Carlee's mom find her daughter who was supposed to be missing. Now, can you imagine how this lady must feel right now? And then to top it off, Ronnie, the mom, she has lupus. So it was damn near over 100 degrees in Alabama those 2 days that they were searching. And to come to find out now, this was all a hoax because you got mad that your boyfriend cheated on you with some doggone stripper and you wanted his attention.
Oh, so that's what I was going to ask you. What was this all behind?
A man.
Well, it's unfortunate that the mom decided to come out and say those things because they say that the area that they live in is a very wealthy area. I was listening to someone who's familiar with that area, and they said that the crime rate in that area is almost at zero where the family lives, because they have cameras all over that city, and they try to keep that city's reputation pristine. And that is like the area where they live is like old money area. So it seems like this family has a lot to lose, because it's just really unfortunate. And they shouldn't have put themselves in that position. They could have said what you said, and let the police come out with their investigation. It wouldn't have disproven what they said if they said she had a mental break or psychotic break. But the other thing about it is, there was reports that she already had a degree in psychology and she was going for a second degree in nursing. See, that is going to put that on the line as well, because if they arrest her for this, this can mess up her whole future, as far as getting a license in nursing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. They didn't think about any of that at all, and that's sad, because they could have just simply said this girl, was going through some things, but to take this thing as far as national TV, and then yes, she was fighting with the script, because I have the text messages right here in the phone. I'm trying to upload the stuff to the StreamYard right now.
Wow, I want to see that. Wow, I really want to see this.
And I also have the screenshot from Carlee's phone when she texted her friend July 13th at 9:32 p.m. saying, "Pick me up in the neighborhood behind the highway. Will make it seem like a staged kidnapping in progress, but it won't actually be. When I go missing, you both will only know." So the friend replies, "Will do. You will be coming to our house to stay for a few days. We'll make sure have a story to cover this up." I got all the text. I was waiting. Me and my little, we were passing these messages to each other, but we had these messages for days.
You were borging a little bit.
I said, I read. Did you read it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you read the text? Did you hear the text message?
I heard what you said about that. Then you start borging afterwards.
I said, honestly and truly, me and my girls, we had these messages for days, but we were just waiting to see how it was going to play out. But we had these messages for days.
Do they not watch any type of crime stories, Web of Lies, any type of 48 Hours ID channel? How simplistic. They wrote the whole plot out in a text message. They should have had that. They should have talked about that in person, and had like a 2-star. Come pick me up. Like they wrote the whole plan out in the text message. Now, this friend is possibly in jeopardy as well, because she's admitting that she knew it was a ploy. What do you think about that?
And she is. Listen, remember, we just told you about what the Hoover Police Department said. Now listen, this message I had in this phone before he made his statement. They said in this text message that I'm about to read, she stole money from her work. Completely fabricated story. Hoover just hit her phone and reviewed the video of the Red Roof Inn of her checking into her room. But see, I didn't want to come out here and put all of this stuff out without, having real proof. And they just proved everything that we have in this phone.
Now, this is another question that I want to ask. Remember the police call to the Red Roof Inn where they said that the 6 carloads of the family members showed up looking for her? What is the story on that? Did the family get that call, and did the family show up, or what, did that not happen? Because we know the police got that call, and we know the police showed up. So did that get?
They didn't talk about that, but I believe from my call I mean, I believe that girl was there from my call alone because of how the clerk was with me. So I believe that her family was there. I think they tried to create a diversion because they had people at the house and they were trying to get people away from the house so that she could, get back to the house without there being a crowd. That's my belief.
Now, and they said it was like 3 Red Roof Inns. They could have given them the wrong Red Roof Inn. So, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have given them a Red Roof Inn. I would have given them a Motel 6 or something. Just not smart on any level.
At all. Just
because the Red Roof Inn said that they didn't have her in, well, she could have checked in under any name. She could have used her friend ID, and checked in. Because the Red Roof Inn said they didn't have her checked in. But it could have been a different Red Roof Inn, or she could have used another ID.
Well, from the messages that I had, they said the Red Roof Inn on Vestas, whatever it is. So that's why I called that particular one, because based on the messages that I have in this phone. So that's why I called that particular Red Roof Inn, because that's the particular Red Roof Inn that she went to.
So did the police, what did the police lay out? I really want to see how they laid this out.
Hold on, I'll go back to it for you so you can hear it for yourself. Because
this is crazy.
I just don't know how. Honestly, I don't know how they're going to get out of this. I mean, yeah, using mental health it can be a way out, I guess. Not really. All right. I just don't know. It just makes it look bad because we already don't receive the media coverage that we need when we go missing.
Yeah, and we get mad that we don't get it, and look at what happened when we got it.
Exactly. I mean, this makes no sense because, like I was saying, just days after this young lady right here went missing, a girl in Georgia, Fayetteville, Georgia, she actually got abducted from Wingstop by her ex-boyfriend, and he unalived her.
Oh man.
Kidnapped her, and he unalived that young lady. 19 years old.
Oh man.
19. So it's just sad, and the thing about it is she just does not understand what she just did for the people like the Alexis Wares, the Alicia Rudds, Casey Youngs, Tiffany Forsters, all of those women that are missing still, and they don't get talked about. They don't get the coverage.
I was talking about on my show that in 2 weeks period of time at the end of May, over 30 children have gone missing in the Cleveland, Ohio area. And of these 30 children, they have like 7 photos. They don't even have all the photos for you to even know who these children are if you see them. And that's how little attention this is given. They are getting 30 in 2 weeks period of time. But she had all this attention, all this effort put out to look for her, and she's out here pulling stunts. That's what makes me so angry.
I mean, I'm glad you brought that up because I talked about that on Twitter, or not Twitter, on TikTok. And what gets me with that is, did you hear the sheriff? Did you hear him? How he said that these children, they are not abducted. They're runaways. How in the hell would you know?
How you know?
How would you know? And they
And
just
they don't even have all the pictures of
I'm looking for that. No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. And then my thing with that was, I'm sorry, Ronnie Q. I'm looking for something so that I could is this it? 705.
And where are all these children allegedly running to? Have you investigated the household, the parents, or what are their stories? Why all these children are running away within a 2 weeks period of time? Sound like a big rig truck came through there during that 2 week period of time and loaded a whole lot of children up in it and has left the area. That's what it sounds like to me. That sounds more plausible than 30 children just decide to run away in a 2 weeks period of time.
I said that, honestly, I said that the law enforcement, they have to be in on it, because for you not to be alarmed and for you to be so nonchalant about 30 children in a 2-week time frame, it doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't make any sense. And if whatever the reason is for, if it's for, like, you hear a lot about the trafficking of children, and you also hear a lot about the trafficking for organs. See, that trafficking for organs is more lucrative because they can get big money for harvesting organs out of people. So, which one is it? And it's enough money in harvesting of organs
this
to
right
pay
here,
off people,
okay,
in my opinion.
I found it. Let me play it. All right.
Cleveland has a population of 371,000 residents. However, recently, Cleveland has been experiencing a very alarming situation. Since May, 34 children have been reported missing. 1 in 6 missing children who are likely human trafficking victims. Statistics show that 91% of missing children are runaways. The rate of missing children from January to now is quite alarming. And no one seems to have
what the chief says.
any answers about what is going on, why are these children suddenly missing, and why hasn't this story gone national? And more importantly, why hasn't the Cleveland Police Department doing more to find these children? Here is the explanation that Cleveland Police Department chief is giving in regards to these missing children and why they feel that this isn't alarming. Having 34 children missing in a 2-week time frame is very alarming to people like me. But again, let's listen to what he has to say in his own words.
What he thinks is that we don't want to raise public alarm that the kids are being randomly abducted off the streets or something like that. Some of these might be runaways. There's no evidence of any abductions at this point. We would have had an Amber Alert or endangered alert or some other type of alerts.
Did he forget what happened in his city in 2013? If so, here's a quick reminder.
Oh, ma'am, I'm the police. You need police, fire, or ambulance? I'm the police. Okay, and what's going on there? I've been kidnapped, and I've been missing for 10 years, and I'm here. I'm fine now.
Now that happened in his city 10 years prior. They were missing 10 years. So how can he be so? How can he say this is not a problem? You had 3 women missing in your city and didn't even know.
and wasn't even looking for him. They was runaways as far as he was
Exactly.
concerned. And look what they had to do.
Exactly.
Babies,
Exactly.
miscarriages, beatings, assaulted, physically, mentally, but yeah, so for her to get all this attention, and then after they know it was a lie, to come out and it's no standing behind that. You know, you got to stand for something. It seems like the mother is running the father and all this stuff, and the father is not standing up and taking his proper place as the head of the household to let her continue to come out and spew these lies. The mother.
I agree with you. I agree with you. It when you look at that interview with those two, you can clearly tell that he wanted to say something, but she looked at him and he tightened up quick. Hey, J Truth, I'm gonna play the what the timeline for you from the press conference.
Thank
Truth,
you.
I'm gonna play it so you can listen to it. Let me connect it to the Bluetooth so you can hear it. Disconnect this one.
Thank everyone for being here today. Besides me stands the team who played a significant role in this investigation. I want to thank our department, members of surrounding local law enforcement agencies, the FBI, Secret Service, United States Marshals, and the LEA for their assistance in this case. We said from the evening of July 13th, our focus would be the safe return of Carlee Russell. That occurred on Saturday, July 15th, approximately 49 hours after she called 911 and disappeared. From that point, our focus has been to determine Carlee's whereabouts during that time and what exactly took place. Let me say up front, this investigation is not over. We're still working this case, and we'll work in this case until we uncover every piece of evidence that helps us account for the 49 hours that Carlee Russell was missing. However, through the public interest, and in some cases, public fear that this story has generated, we owe it to our citizens to tell them the facts that we have uncovered. So I will give you the facts that we know today. On July 13th, at approximately 8:20 p.m., Carlee left work from a business at the Summit. Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure. She ordered food from Tzatziki's at the Colonnade and traveled there. She then traveled to Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its. From there, she remained in the parking lot at that shopping center until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459. Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m. And at this time, we will play the 911 call in its entirety.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there's a kid just walking by themselves. Oh, hold on, where am I supposed to hurry? I'm right next to the exit 10, by the cover bed, like you got by the med. Okay, so you're before the exit? Yes. Okay, and were you headed southbound or northbound? Okay, towards Tuscaloosa or towards 280? Towards Tuscaloosa. Okay, and was the child on the left or right side? On the right side. Were they walking northbound or southbound? They're walking in towards Tuscaloosa. Walking southbound, or how old they look? Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4. Did you pull over with them? Are you still with them? Yes. Okay, are you with the child right now? No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I can flip it. Do you mind staying and keeping an eye on them until we get there? Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, what kind of car are you in? I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz. Is that a sedan or SUV? SUV. I mean, it's a sedan. Sorry. Can you put your hazards on for me? Yeah, they're on. Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them? No. Okay. No. Do they look like they're injured? No, they don't. Are they black, like Hispanic, or Asian? They're white. Okay. Is it male or female? I think it's a boy, a little boy. White male? Okay. So is he wearing clothes? Yes. Okay. What is he wearing? It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper. And you don't see any cars anywhere? No, no cars anywhere. Okay. All right. What's your name? My name is Carlee Russell. And you don't see any injuries on the shop from where you're at, correct? No, but I can't really see them that good. Okay, try to keep an eye on them for the best that you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them. Okay. All right, and do they have shoes on? No, not that I can see. I can't really see that look. Okay. All right, I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but the officers are on the way, okay? Okay, thanks. Thank you. Okay.
Carlee called a relative after speaking with the 911 operator. She went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. Traffic camera footage was obtained which depicted this portion of the incident, and that footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine the time frame. Carlee's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carlee's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight. 600 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call from Carlee's mother, stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carlee scream, and then they had an open phone line. Hoover police officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived shortly. They located Carlee's wig and cell phone in the grass near the vehicle. Her purse was located in the front seat of her vehicle with her Apple Watch in the purse. The food she ordered for Tzatziki's was also in the car. The items she purchased from Target, as well as the items taken from her place of employment, were not in the vehicle, nor were they located anywhere around the scene. Hoover police deployed all available assets from the point in the search for Carlee. Additional resources were called in to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators. Numerous detectives responded to the scene. Throughout the day Friday, officers from surrounded local and federal agencies assisted Hoover police in the search for Carlee Russell. Officers returned to the scene on 459 to conduct a thorough line search for evidence. K-9 teams from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department responded to check for any sign of Carlee, the child that she claimed to see, and anything else that could be considered evidence in this case. Those searches all turned up empty. Private citizens, including search parties organized by her family, friends, began looking everywhere that they could to find any trace. These searches took place throughout the day Friday and again on Saturday, yielding nothing. At 10:44 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 Center receives a call from Carlee's residence stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. The male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back. She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded, but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, but could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock. Out of respect for Carlee and her family, detectives did not press for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term "you have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "how to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "Birmingham bus station" was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were two searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it.
Girl, that is a hot mess there. So you didn't take any questions?
No. I mean, there's not too much he can. Here's the thing. When have you known there to be an ongoing investigation and you can refuse to speak to law enforcement? Carlee family, they have to be connected.
Up. She's lawyered up. That's the reason. Yeah. So they're gonna have to continue their investigation without a statement from her. And if they can find something to bring charges on her, she will be arrested. You're not obligated to help a cop do their investigation. So that's telling me that she has lawyered up, and that's why she's refusing to speak to the cops. And they're gonna have to do whatever they can do on their side to find a case against her, which I think they will.
Yeah, I think that they're connected, and that's why um they're not trying to pressure her, because they could arrest her based on what he told us alone. She
Well,
lied.
what would be the charge? Filing a false police report
Yeah, and then having used all of that manpower.
and resources.
Remember the case of the California woman Sherry Papini,
Hmm.
who faked her own kidnapping?
Right,
You remember her?
right.
And she got charged and sentenced to 18 months. So
Really?
I don't
But
know.
so
Car-
they never. So where did the mention of the text? See, he didn't even mention the text messages with the friend. So that was outed somewhere else. So obviously, the friend was the one who released that information about the text messages. So I thought the cops was gonna lay that part of the plan out where she met the friend behind the freeway. So who laid that portion out?
Well, see, here's the thing. In that text message to the friend, she said only you both will know. So if the friend didn't do it, the other party did, because she said only you both will know.
Yeah, who's the
So
both?
who's the
Who's
other
the other
person?
person? Do they
Because
know?
because she had because she had her ex-boyfriend blocked on social media, but when she
Mhm.
disappeared, he was unblocked.
Now,
You can't do that if you don't have.
has he made any more of us posts on his social media? Because they were saying that it was odd that he was making a statement and that his social media was not on private or anything. Anybody could go into his social media. So has he made any more statements since this report? Remember, he was out there
Not
making
since
statements about she
this
fought
one.
for her life.
Mm-hmm. But not since this one.
Oh, okay.
Not, I'll inbox you all of the 'cause I know you're gonna do a lot too. I'll give you all of the information that I have so that you can see them for yourself.
Mm.
But yeah, she just messed up royally. But they said that her father is a Mason, and um the parents have money, so she may she may get out of this with a slap on the wrist, and the family will just probably have to pay the restitution.
But that could be a lot
I
of
don't know.
money.
Yeah, yeah. But in that text message, that exchange that she had with um the stripper. Let me
What
see if I
was
can
it?
put this on the other. Okay, hold on.
Child.
Let me read it.
Yeah, I want to hear the scandalous details of what she had to say to the other woman. What you talking to the stripper
So
for? She didn't have
yeah,
no agreement with you. Your man had
talk
the
to her.
agreement.
So this is what it says. It says, "Be pleased. He told me everything you said about me, and you thought I told him to say that. I wasn't even with him. You're delusional as fuck if you think y'all little conversation was anything more than convenience. And the fact that he used you to get back at me out of anger, you want to talk about I don't compare to you on your worst day, girl? Bye. You're miserable, or at least should be, being a stripper to provide for a child. I've heard of you, Hope, from multiple people, so not surprised. You don't know who your baby daddy is. Mention me or contact my nigga again, and you'll see I'm not the one or the two. You don't even want to deal with me because you and your whole family can be touched. You're poor. I'm not."
Oh, oh.
Mm.
She may be experiencing she's 25 years old. She's gonna have to make it on her own, and she may have messed up many careers that these degrees that she worked hard on will allow her to work in. So the nursing field, that's a scrap because I don't I don't think they take you with certain type of records, and you have to. It's a moral code as well. So I don't know.
I wouldn't want that crazy bitch nursing. I mean, being my nurse. Mm-mm.
And then also the father and the parents, the father probably knew that if they continue to go on with it, that it can affect his finances as well. So that's probably why he was like real standoffish, because the mother is just like, blindly trying to cover for the daughter. But if they get charged with paying restitution because of some lie that they told, it's going to be put on them as well. And they're going to have to do whatever to pay for this restitution. So I don't know, I can see why the father didn't want to get bought up in it after it was evident that they had the goods on them, or
Yeah,
evidence that the daughter lied.
exactly. I don't know why the mom continued with that. I mean, there was a way out, but she just took it too far.
And they
And
said
you can
that.
tell that
Go ahead.
that the guy that gave the interview, the representative for the police department, you can tell he was frustrated as hell.
Now they say that the mother works is a realtor, and
Mm-hmm.
that one of the $25,000 reward things came from this realty association, and that they were going to get the money back, and another anonymous person who gave $20,000 was going to get the money back for the reward. So the mother must be a real reputable realtor for them to put that much money up for her daughter's return. So that
It,
has really messed it up for her. Why would she keep going along with it when she saw how much support she had from her job?
exactly. I don't know. I really don't know what she was thinking. I don't know.
This is
I don't
crazy. But thank you
because
for
like
discussing it, Lex. I'm glad you had all the details and all the information, because this is just crazy.
yeah, I'll send it over to you so that you have it when you go live. But the mom, she works for Keller Keller Williams Realty.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Girl, cell phone number 205-401-3365. I wonder if people calling her.
I'm sure they calling her.
Oh my God. Oh no, I ain't gonna call her lady because I was gonna say I should call her, but I'm not gonna call her because you're going through enough right now. Enough. Oh wow. And Ronnie on this Facebook page for the company, she made a post 3 days ago. God is faithful and He answered our prayers. We are so grateful to each of you for all the acts of kindness, generosity, and compassion you've shown. Our baby is safe. Thank you, Father God.
And she wrote that on her realtor site.
Yes, ma'am. You want me to screenshot it and send it to you?
She must be that must be she must be the
That's
lead
career
agent here.
suicide. That is
What you said?
career suicide.
Yeah, like is
That's
she
career
like?
suicide. You want me to screenshot it and send it to you?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I will. I'm screenshotting it right now. Yeah,
She
she
has
she done lost her damn mind.
Yeah, she has to be the lead agent, or that is her office. That's her
Or she
own.
might be a broker or something over there.
Yeah, a broker. Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Hmm. She has to be a broker because um I gotta ask her to do that. Oh yeah, she has to be. She has to be the broker because now I'm really looking at this her page. Yeah, she has to be the broker, Ronnie.
Girl.
Girl. girl, nobody's gonna want to work with you now.
And Sarah made a good point. She said those millionaire families billionaires, family who went down in the tuna can won't have to repay the government. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's you have a point. You have a
That is
point.
a
But
very good point.
let's see
And
how that turns out, because they're not the same, if you understand what I'm saying.
And they knew the risk that they were taking, so. Hey,
Yeah.
lovely lady love. Hey, body electric.
Hey, we'll have to see how this plays out, because it's not over. He said this is an ongoing investigation. So I don't know what else it is for them to do except,
Well, we still have not found out what this Tennessee connection is.
Yeah, that's yeah. I wonder why Tennessee.
Did she meet
Do
some
we
dude
know
in
where
Tennessee?
I don't know. Do we know if the boyfriend, not the boyfriend, the brother lives in Tennessee? Because I haven't seen, anything about a brother. Hey, Shady Blue. I haven't seen anything about a brother. I know that there was a guy that was pretending to be her brother, but
She was talking to the brother's girlfriend on the phone after she got off 911. So there is a real brother.
So I'm wondering if they live in Tennessee. I'm wondering if the third person that knew about this was the brother's girlfriend.
That's interesting.
Because she called her too. So maybe she was a part of the plan.
And only the way she put it, like the only those three would know. So they're gonna find out who the third person is. That's really despicable.
Mm-hmm.
When we get so little attention to women who are really in trouble.
Yeah. I just don't. So the guy that made the post with the dread isn't the brother. I don't think so, Peach. If that's the
There
guy from
was a
TikTok,
dude with some dreadlocks saying, my sister, but he wasn't a real brother. So he had to come out and say, oh, I meant my sister, like, my homegirl sister. So yeah, the one with the dreadlocks is not her blood brother.
I'm reading comments on the page that I was telling you about, but everybody's saying amen and stuff like that. So I would love to see what they're going to say after this, because
she's probably going to shut the comments off.
She hasn't so far, but she may need to. She may need to. Because I'm on the page, but yeah, I don't. Wait a minute. An hour ago, hold on. 40. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody said, now where can I lease the 18-wheeler filled with Cheez-Its? She better shut this shit down now, because they getting ready to tear her ass up. Okay, so now somebody says, such a shame that your daughter was so dishonest and had to seek attention like this. Glad she is safe, but her and whoever else was involved needs to be charged. Another lady says, your daughter needs help. Hopefully you all will wake up and get her the help she needs. This was a hoax. Hope she pays and goes to jail. People need to take her lies seriously. Then another one said, what a shame. Has everyone watched the news conference? This was just posted a minute ago. So like I said, she's going to need, wait a minute. Then you have someone that says, time to stop this. Apologize, to Angela Harris, Anaya's mom.
Right.
And then somebody just posted a meme saying we must also speak the truth. Child, girl, you better, mm, your company better just disable this immediately because this is not a good look for them either.
No,
They gonna
that is
sever
not
ties.
a good look.
They gonna sever ties with her because think about this. Not only would this affect her, this is gonna affect her relationship as far as lenders and stuff like that. Nobody's gonna want to deal with somebody that's dishonest like this.
Hmm.
I
That's why
mean,
it's like I'm shocked that she even like still has it open for comments at this point. I'm shocked that she even put it on her work email, as a matter of fact. I mean her work site website.
yeah, it makes no sense. I'm gonna go to her personal now. Let's see. Oh, um, her her company was the one that you're right. Her company was the one that offered the $25,000 reward. Um, Crime Stoppers gave 5,000, and then there was an anonymous of 20,000.
Hmm.
But they refunded. I thought they were going to refund all of the money
But
that
they
was
said that they were
collected.
just gonna refund the last thing I heard, it was some controversy because they were only gonna refund the 25,000 and the 20,000. So I don't know if they're gonna refund everybody their money back because it was like 60 something $1,000 collected.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know how this one is going to play out. This is well, you know what? What's interesting? Well, wait a minute. No, hold on. Oh, her personal page is locked down, but
Mm-hmm.
they'll get her from the work page. But her personal page is on lockdown, so they're not going to be able to comment there. But they're going to get her. Let me see. I'm in a group about her. Let me see what the group is saying. Carlee. Now, who did I leave off? Oh, dang! Within an hour, y'all got 2,000 comments.
Golly.
Jeez. Let me start with the news. Somebody got a Viola Davis gift and says, I'm done praying. I found out the truth. Okay, this person says, I'm mad because we as Black people are always questioning why are our missing rarely getting the national media attention needed. Now, didn't we just talk about that?
Mm-hmm.
This happens. People fought for us to be treated equally, and this is what you do. Could be mental, could be not. I just don't get it.
You know, mental breaks are usually sporadic and unplanned. See, it's the planning of this that may negate this mental excuse because, like, you know, like they say, to commit first degree, you have to have pre-planned it or something like that. So it's not sporadic where you would get manslaughter. So I think the planning of it and the looking up things of how to do things and all this type of stuff is the thing that's gonna knock that mental excuse out of the box, unless she already has a prior diagnosis.
because think about like the Dylan Roofs and all of them. They had, planned out what they were going to do, how they were going to do it, when they were going to do it, and they still run with the defense of mental health. So I don't know. I mean, I agree with you, hey Heavy Bear, but I agree with what you're saying. But if we think about, the other people who commit crimes, and they use that as their defense, why can't she use this as hers?
Well, she can, but he did not. He did not succeed in his argument of mental health. So she can do that, but it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that the courts or a jury or would see it that way, or the prosecutor would see it that way.
Yeah. I just don't know.
Because it's always argued against. Whenever they use that case, there's always somebody there to try to show that you were of sound mind. Every excuse that's used, on most parts, So she got a long road to hoe.
Yeah, but well, like you just said, given the fact that this was planned out for days, and then up until an hour up until she concocted this scheme, she looked up something on her work computer. Oh God.
And where she thought she was going. The planning on where she was going. Where she thought she was going to Doe vacation because she took a roll of toilet tissue with her from the wall. She didn't know Doe vacation was canceled.
She was waiting on next year's event. That's what she was doing. Because old girl took the tissue, a robe, and everything else, and then $107.
And in her sock. But they didn't get this.
Maybe she was going on Pastor Williams Wilson's cruise. I don't know.
Child.
Because this right here, girl, you should have thought this through differently. I mean, everything that you did, you didn't even have sense enough to buy a burner phone. Everything that you did came circling right back to you.
Trey said, I thought they stripped her, but they left the socks on. Yeah, they had her toes with her socks on. They stripped it, that they missed that $107 that was in her socks.
So they painted the toenails or the fingernails, because she said that they painted either the fingernails or the toenails. So none of this stuff made sense.
Girl. And played with her hair. I thought her hair was in a wig. I thought her hair was braided up in a protective style for her wigs, because her mom came out and said that and put out pictures where her hair was pulled back because it was braided down and she wouldn't look the same as she did on her pictures with the wig. So her mom made sure you knew what it looked like without her wig on. So how are they playing in her hair? I want to see these Ring cameras. I know they're going to come out. I want to see if they took her protective style down to play with her hair. I want to see the Ring cameras.
I would love to see that too. Let me look and see on this other page to see if anybody has any information about that. Because I'm gonna call. Listen, Ronnie Q, I'm calling that Red Roof Inn again tonight. I'm gonna set an alarm so that I could be up, and I'm going to call them to see if they will just say yes or no if you can't say, and then tell me, just leak the video and tell me where to go.
Mm-hmm.
That is all.
Where the man who works for, in Sacramento at Red Roof Inn when you need him to take the video and leak it? Don't they know that's what Red Roof Inn is known for?
That's what we need. That's who we need. That is exactly who we need. Wait a minute, where at? Somebody on YouTube said her side piece cousin, a dude in a black bonnet, was online dragging the whole family. Where's the video?
Her side piece. Ooh.
Her, hold on. Her side piece cousin. Wait a minute now. So, wait a minute now. Who got a side piece?
Her side piece cousin.
Because if she got a side piece, why the hell was she mad at the stripper?
Oh, does the mama have a side piece? You get me, her or the mama's side piece? Who is her?
Question.
I need clarity.
Hold on. Yeah, we do. Go to the private group. I just left there. Which one?
Oh, we getting some tea today.
Lord have mercy. Which group though? You telling me to go somewhere?
A peach cobbler said it's the ex-boyfriend, the 17-year-old. Oh, is the ex-boyfriend the 17-year-old? So is the side piece that 17-year-old that we've been hearing about? Could it be the 17-year-old's cousin who is going off on the whole family?
I don't know. I'm trying to find whichever group that I was sent to, because there's so many of them. Maybe I'll find out then. But if I find out after we get off live, I'm gonna drop it in your inbox.
Girl, yes. Or you come back. Shoot, if you find it, you better come back.
I can come on your live and we can chop it up over there.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm gonna go to TikTok later. Because I got about 13,000 followers over there, so I'm gonna go over there later.
Yeah, you do that. Trey said 17-year-old in my Quanti voice. Wait a minute, what? My God, today.
I don't even know which private group y'all talking about. Now watch when I end this live, then I'll know which group I'm supposed to be in. Oh my God. Just a mess. See, that's what I get for being a part of all these dang going missing people group, and then there's so many you don't know which one you're supposed to go to.
But it's a good thing that you guys are a part of these groups, though, because you guys let a broader audience understand or know about what's going on and who's missing, though. So it's not, it's not a bad thing. I guess it's bad when you're trying to find something, but.
Mm-hmm. And see, I'm active more on TikTok as far as reporting, because in this sector, people are not interested in stuff like that, unfortunately.
Right.
So that's why I'm active on TikTok versus over here, because like you said, we tend to like the mess more than
You got an audience over there for it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now y'all wrong. Somebody said, now we want to hear from you, Bell Pepper News, Carlee. Y'all do too much. Then they tagged the girl. Ooh. Hold on. Ronnie Q, why somebody dropped out of this girl comments and dropped a picture of Henny Wise?
Oh my God. That's what they said. We found your kidnapper.
Lord. I'm going to send you all of this stuff. You're going to get a good laugh. Somebody said, you will learn today. Carlee Smollett. Carlee, I wonder if they bought her a ticket to Mexico while all of this is going on. Or you think they froze her passport, being that she has means?
I don't think they bought her no ticket to Mexico. I think they think it can't happen. I don't think that they're trying to get her out of the country or anything like that personally. I think that they think that, let us pray and let us have our peace. But if there's a crime that they're going to be able to put on you, they're not going to let you have your peace. I think that they think that, it's just all going to be brushed under the rug.
Somebody said, you a grown-ass woman talking about an Amber Alert. You just slow. Lock your ass up.
That's another thing that I was thinking. I was like, she's 25 years old, and she don't know that Amber Alerts are for children.
Oh, somebody had sympathy. Somebody said, this too shall pass, sis. Then somebody said, you think tomorrow there will be an arrest warrant? They probably got one now. Child, not, they said an effed up episode of Hannah Montana. Jesus.
Well, it seems like, what's today? Yeah, it seems like she may be spending the weekend in jail. Because I can't see it going on too much further without them announcing any charges against her.
Yeah, this one right here is just what we were talking about. Somebody said, girl, you should be ashamed of yourself. Them cops gonna pull you up with an arrest warrant. And how did you have the nerve to have Anaya Blanchard's mother searching for you, reliving the tragedy of losing her daughter? You're a disgrace.
Now, Anaya Blanchard, was her the person who unalived her a stranger or what?
Yeah, he is. But he was just right before he did that to her, he had just gotten out of prison. So, I mean, in my opinion, I think that they either should castrate these dudes or not let them out, because he was just released when he killed her.
Was he a white guy or a black guy?
One of us.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look up that case.
Yep, one of us. Because they were out of town, because her and her brother, they were off to college, but something had happened in the family to where they had to go to, I think it was a funeral, if memory serves me correctly. And on her way back to college, she stopped at the Chevron gas station, and that's where he saw her. Yep.
Now, was this the one where at the Chevron gas station they have a clip of his car pulling off behind her?
I don't remember.
Okay. All right. So Peach Cobbler says this is a mess. So do we know if she is pregnant or was that a rumor? Yes, that was a rumor about her being pregnant by the 17-year-old. So I haven't heard anything. You heard anything about the pregnancy, Lex?
No, I haven't heard anything about a pregnancy. But the way she tried to drag the stripper, I would hope she's not pregnant. And then, well, hell, if she is pregnant, she's not smart enough to know what to do or how to get rid of it. So
And she living in Alabama. That's a red state, so she may have limited amount of time to, if she doesn't want to keep the child. So, while she out here pulling stunts and stuff. So if she is, I'm sure the cops have heard this rumor. So is this third person? Who is this third person? So if she is pregnant by a 17-year-old, that's a charge right there.
yes, ma'am. If she don't know, she'll find out. Let's look up the age of consent though in
Alabama.
Alabama. 16.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's why she disappeared to avoid. She could have, she could have planned a girls' trip and get away with that. But I don't know. Maybe her mom ruled with the iron fist. So I don't know. I just don't know. I can't even make up an excuse for her. Nor do I want to, but I just can't make up an excuse for her. I guess I feel the way that I do partly because she had Anaya's mom searching for her. I mean, when I saw that on the news, when it came across the news, I was like, oh man, I wonder how this woman feels because she just had to go through this herself.
Yes.
But from what I was told last night, it was asked of her how, she felt, and she said that she would do it all over again if she had to. She would change anything. But I know that this has to bother her. This is the mom right here, Ronnie Q, the day of the search.
A mother with experience searching for her own daughter is stepping in to support Carlee's family. Angela Harris is the mother of Anaya Blanchard, who was kidnapped and murdered in 2019 in East Alabama. Rosanna Smith continues our Team 12 coverage.
My heart's breaking. Yeah, for them. Yeah. You're not going to help them. I'm going to be right here beside them. Angela Harris is among dozens of people who have come together to find 25-year-old Carlee Russell, who went missing Thursday night in Hoover on I-459 South near mile marker 11. It's hard. It's a search Harris is familiar with. When I was missing, that's all I could, for the whole 32 days, is that your body's in a constant find my child. Yeah, and there's nothing you can say or nothing you can do to make that go away. In 2019, Harris's daughter, Anaya Blanchard, was kidnapped and murdered. Harris now leads Anaya's Heart, a nonprofit that teaches safety education, situational awareness, and self-defense. The group also has search and recovery teams. We worked all over the state of Alabama. Some things we do, we keep private because we are working with law enforcement. But when I tell you it's every week, that I'm working with people, our families with missing loved ones. Harris says right now, time is of the essence to bring Carlee home. Share Carlee's information with everybody. Tell all your friends. Just share it. Be on the lookout and be safe. Harris says right now it is important for everyone to support and encourage the family and keep them lifted in prayer. Mark.
Yeah, that is like, making her relive this all over again and trying to do something to help support her. That's really hard.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. It didn't click with her mom, and it didn't click. She Ooh, Carlee boyfriend took his Facebook down.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He deleted his Instagram post. Did the mom delete her page? No. She has her number posted. I know. I bet she getting all types of calls. Hmm. I started to be one of them, but I said no. You think she changed her number, Lonnie?
I I I don't know. She must have changed it for her to leave that number up there. Maybe she did change it. I'm just really shocked she still has that page open where people can make comments to her. But maybe it's a good thing because maybe she needs to read those comments to keep her and her husband out of being further accessories after the facts and putting their future security, financial security in jeopardy. See, her daughter don't care. Her daughter don't care about what the family has to lose because she's a 25-year-old still living at home with her parents, talking about she's rich, but don't but stealing robes and toilet tissue from her job. So no, I would not be putting myself in any financial jeopardy behind my daughter, who's
Okay,
feeling.
let's see if the nut. I'm calling. 1 second. Let's see if I'm not gonna speak to her, but I'm gonna call to see if the number is still active. Okay, let's call.
Hello, you've reached 205-401-3365. Please leave a detailed message after the tone, and I'll be sure to get.
Girl, why you ain't turn your phone off? I mean, like,
Hello, you've reached 205-401-3365.
well, the
You
line
should
is
have
still
left her a
active.
message and told her, girl, shut this phone off and close down the comment section on your job site.
Let me do the. I'm gonna create a text now number. Um, because I'm not gonna do it from my primary phone, but I'm gonna send her a message from text now. Sarah, what's the 205? That's the area code. Because she needs to do something. This don't make sense. It's like, why? And then she just needs to deactivate her page, period, because if they can't reach her, I'm sure people are gonna call that real estate firm tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Some may even show up. She was supposed to show me a house. This is just not good at all. Not good at all.
Is that one of the messages she was supposed to show me a house?
No, that's what I'm saying. Somebody can
Oh,
call and say that. No,
okay.
no, no. Mm-mm. But people will get creative just to get next. I wonder what it's like next to her house right now. I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna send you the things that I need to send you. But did you hear about the truck driver who got
No,
locked up in Dubai?
yeah, the female
Uh-huh.
for yelling at somebody.
Yes.
Yeah, and first of all, you have to know what you're doing when you're over in these Muslim countries. But I heard that she was trying to retrieve her goods from uh, a rental car place, and the agent
Right.
started yelling at her first. But that's customary for men to treat women like they're
Women.
second class citizens over there. So while I understand it on the American viewpoint, she has to understand that she was in Dubai, and so is that the story you got?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I haven't heard anything much that is going to become of that either. Has there been any State Department statements about this?
No, no one has made any statements, so I don't know what the United States is gonna do, if anything at all.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, because from my understanding, she's from San Diego originally.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
And that's why it's like really important that people, really know where they're traveling. I know that some women who are not our color go over there and they disrespect the traditions of not showing their arms, not covering their heads, and all this type of stuff, and nothing happens to them. But I would respect all of their traditions over there because I do not want to wind up in no jail over there.
I know. If you just want to see my eyeballs, you'll just see my eyeballs. I'm sorry. No. But it's funny how no one is attempting to offer her any type of help, especially our administration.
Exactly. Mom on it.
But
Now,
mm,
Sarah is saying maybe that's why she disappeared to ABOR. But
yeah,
I looked
I
up the laws, and Alabama has one of the most restrictive laws in the states, and they don't allow them under any condition, incest, whatever. And Tennessee is not far behind them. So with her buying a ticket to Tennessee, it doesn't seem like she would have been successfully able to do that type of medical treatment in Tennessee either.
she just didn't know what she got herself into. And then now the man that you did all of this for, girl, he acting like he don't know you.
Hmm. He done deleted all his accounts and everything. He probably crying on the stripper's shoulder right now.
Yes, ma'am. He got all of those new subs from her clout chasing over her disappearance. Oh, Carly fought for her life, and now she didn't think this out well. No, she didn't. And now he done took his page down, deactivated his Instagram, his Facebook, his everything.
Mm-mm-mm. That's a shame.
Mhm. Thomas Latrell Simmons is his name.
Well, it just seems like she's used to being coddled, maybe it seems like, and she's used to being like she's acting real bratish. And everybody go through their things in their 20s when they're in their breakups, in their early relationships, even as a young adult. But people who have nothing to lose will cause you to lose everything. She was still living at home in the safety of her mom. Her mom, it seems to me, by the way she's acting, may be a little too coddling of her behavior. So that's the way it appears right now to me. So this is she gonna learn some tough lumps over this one because none of this stuff makes any type of sense for a 25-year-old to be doing.
Girl, y'all got this wrong. His page is active and they tearing his ass up. Um,
What they saying, girl?
y'all need to go on the. Y'all ain't in this group. Y'all need to go to. So they said I wonder how you feeling now. Do you know your girl is a horrible liar? Shit, was you in on it too? Good, cause y'all some fool actors, boy. Then this one person said thought she was fighting for her life. She been out here stealing and eating cheeses.
Mm.
Lord have mercy. And then somebody said you going to jail too for lying.
Mm.
Then one says, poor guy, I don't believe you were in on this. Just wanted to believe in your woman. Somebody said, when are you going to make another statement?
You know,
The truth has come out.
TMZ even carried that last statement. Yeah, that statement went far and wide. That last statement that TMZ was even reporting on it. They didn't talk to him. They just posted his statement of what he had to say. So now you gonna get quiet. The whole world's laughing at you, silly fool. How you do such a fool thing? Like,
This
get
one
out of
person
here.
said, stealing a black colored robe and toilet paper and other items from her work. She traveled the distance of 6 football fields behind this toddler wearing a diaper while calling 911 in a matter of a few minutes.
And that's another thing.
Child.
That's another thing that I wanted to say. When they showed that camera footage, and it was obvious no toddler was like where she was riding at. So I watched it twice, and I was like, no, she gonna stop way up here. So if she's way back here and she stops way up here, how is she on the phone with the 911 saying that she see a toddler? Because there's no way you can see a toddler walking on the side of the road from way back there. Based upon where she pulled over at, I could see if she pulled over and that's when the call commenced. But she drove a long way, and I was like, she can't see no toddler from way back there
Sarah,
on the
check your
side of the road.
text messages. I'll send it to you. Exactly. The guy that bought the Gary, what is it, Gary Hughes or something like that. The guy that bought the footage, he advanced, the settings and everything, and you still can't see anything that she was saying. And then you had people trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Well, he was trying to help her case because he said something about, well, the video glitched a few moments, so maybe we just didn't see something. But no, everybody was going hard trying to help her and provide, some sort of defense when they shouldn't have. This girl lied.
Yeah, and as she drove, you could see the side of the shoulder lit up as she drove past it. So you didn't see any toddler in her headlight, that illumination from her headlight the whole time. So I'm like, she couldn't see a kid from way back here because you can't see a kid when their headlights are lighting up. So you definitely can't see anything beyond that. So that's kind of why I just kind of sat back and waited on this story. But I'm glad you guys were on it. So it's just crazy. It's just unfortunate.
I waited because I just didn't want to, even though we were getting these things, seeing these things, and you just didn't want to believe it. Somebody said, girl, you just had to grab them cheeses, didn't you? They said you was laid up at the Red Roof Inn eating cheese crackers in the bathrobe you stole from your hotel job. I'm reading it like she wrote it. And them people call the paper. City girls down 3,000 points. Oh my God. Oh my God. Somebody said she about to go miss there. She packing them bags as we type to run away. She thinks she gonna get out of jail time. Listen, she should have been going if she was gonna do something, because this right here. This ain't it. Um, mm, I don't know. We're gonna have to see how this goes because this girl just messed up her whole family life. Can you imagine how much her family is gonna have to pay back? These people may have to use their life savings to pay for her era.
Yeah.
Lord, I mean, listen, I would love my daughter, but they would just have to have her because, listen, I worked all my dang on life to provide a nice lifestyle for you. And just like that, you disregard everything, all of that, because you were feeling some type of way over a guy. No, I'm just gonna throw the whole daughter away. I'm sorry. Mm-mm.
I wouldn't give up all of my stuff. I'd be like, she's grown. I got to get it from her.
Exactly. That's why I said just throw the daughter away. I'll put something on your books. I'll bring you some cheeses. What kind you want? The grooves, white cheddar, the original, hot and spicy, some jungle juice, Kool-Aid. What is it that you want? I'll make sure you have it, but I am not going to go broke behind you. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. They're probably gonna have to put their house up for sale. Well, I would, because I would get the hell out of Hoover, because they're not going to be able to live this down. Mm-mm.
Now, compare and contrast this story to I also talked about the woman who escaped a month-long captivity uh, from a serial killer and in Missouri. Now, this pastor, these women kept going missing near this apartment complex in the poor area of Missouri. And so this pastor came out and said that the police were covering it up. They weren't looking for these women. And the police were saying, oh, there is no threat of a serial killer anywhere around here. 2 weeks
Wow.
later, a woman escaped from a dungeon that this man had in his basement with a handcuff on her wrist and was dressed in some old gnarly lingerie and ran to this woman's house and banged on the door and said, "Help me, please." And her friend was also with her, was kidnapped with her, and he had unalived the friend in the house, and they caught a serial person.
Wow.
Yeah, and see, when the police don't take you seriously, these types of things can happen. And the police did not take any of these women's lives seriously.
Wow. I didn't even hear about that one, Ronnie.
I'm gonna send you the link to. I'm gonna put the link in the back chat.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Someone said, as a mother, I can only imagine what you're going through, having the real in your face and business. I'm sure you guys are extremely exhausted from not knowing, stressing, and worrying. I know when you guys are ready to tell the world what happened, you will. I pray that anyone else that finds this page comes in peace because being rude is not okay. Girl, bye. And I don't even comment on stuff. I just look. But I want to because like, you are part of the problem. You're telling her not to accept accountability.
Okay, I put the link in the back chat, link.
Okay. Lord have mercy. I just don't know what to say. It's ridiculous. Okay, I got it. Just ridiculous. It makes no sense at all.
Yeah, so these are the things that people are really upset about. Because we have been complaining about this for it just don't make any sense. You know,
No, not at all. It's I I don't know. And a lot of people are spamming her jobs page saying apologize to Angela Harris. I hope that she did. I hope that she will.
It seems like she's on that. Oh, we need our privacy and pray for us tip. But no, it's time for your apology tip.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, because this makes no sense. I mean, it just set us back even further because the
And,
next woman or child that goes missing will not get the same coverage.
and
It's going to be
it's
us. We're gonna the ones that report on stuff like this. We're gonna have to report on it and pray that somebody major gets it so that it could go national because it's not gonna go national again.
Yeah, just like that pastor in that community was trying to get that story to go to pick up, trying to get the police to do something, speaking out with different arenas and stuff. There is a whole YouTube. I forget her. This old older white woman. She does these true crime stories. She's like a real news reporter. It's more newsy, like Vice News or something. But she has a YouTube story dedicated to that story that I just sent you. You'll probably be able to find it if you Google the contents of this character of the situation. It's on YouTube too, and she did like a whole sleuth investigation, and she's a real news reporter.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up after we get off,
Hmm.
because I'm interested in um finding out about that. It's just sad, and yeah, I'm speechless. It's just sad. There's no other way around. Damn.
Yeah, so that is a distinct compare and contrast of us being able to save people's lives and take people seriously. So it's just like it's just really unfortunate, and maybe the mother did not know that her daughter had it in her. I'm not saying she did, but it's time for apologies and to say that whatever you want to say about mental health or whatever, it is still time for apologies for having people to. Well, she don't. I don't know. She definitely owe the mother of that lady who came out to help her and give her support because she knew her situation. She definitely owes her an apology. She doesn't owe me an apology, but people who were feet on the ground in this, people who were sharing it and stuff, some people who even just shared the story, talked about the story, feel like they need an apology. I personally don't, but there's some room for apologies right now.
I agree. Somebody said Mr. Carlos said shit on Facebook or in the damn interview. He can't speak for himself. Blink 3 times if you in trouble, Mr. Carlos. That's the husband.
He in the sunken place.
He's he's somewhere. I know he want to say I gotta go to the gas station so bad and not look back, but he can't.
Go get a loaf of bread and leave. Go get a gallon of milk. Never hear from him again. Oh
I know.
man.
I mean, like I wouldn't even blame him. They done got this man in a world of trouble. I don't know what he does for a living, but shoot, they going man. I just don't understand this.
Well, all right, Lex. It's been nice talking to you. My dogs are acting up, and it's time for me to let them out anyway. So
Good.
they get to barking at everybody outside and stuff. They're ready to go. But I'll be looking for the
I
information
told
you're
you
gonna send
that
me in
was
the
the
chat.
same time he was barking. I'm gonna send it over to you in a few minutes. As soon as you finish walking the dogs, you should have everything.
Okay, I'm gonna be listening while I'm walking though. All right.
Oh, I'm about
Bye
to
bye.
end it. I'm gonna go and read these messages to see what's going on. And if I
Hmm.
find anything that I think you will like to report on, I will send those to you as well.
Thank you, Lex, and
But
thank you, Chad, for
I am
listening.
going to move in later on tonight, though. Hopefully,
Oh, okay,
we'll get.
cool. We may get some action from Red Roof Inn.
I know, hopefully.
Because they've been known to
Hopefully.
drop a tape or two. All
Listen,
right.
I just need to hope and pray that I get the right night worker, the night auditor, to take the bait. But we'll see.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye, chat.
All right, bye-bye. All right, guys. Thanks for joining this little live. Yeah. I don't, it's just sad. It's just sad. I was hoping that it would be different, but it wasn't. Thanks, lovely lady love. I guess we'll have to see what's next. Thank you all who hit the panel, J Truth, Ronnie Q. Everybody, if you haven't, today is also Sarah's birthday. Wish her a happy birthday. Send her a cash app if you don't mind. Thanks, Peach Cobblers, Sarah, Lovely Lady Love, Trey, Water Sniper, NY Polo, T Trisha, J Truth, Levon, Heavy Bear, Ronnie Q, Shady Blue, The Body Electric, Tisa, Water Sniper, Almond Brown, Sissy Pooh, and Trina B, of course, and Child. If I miss anybody, oh, wait a minute, Shay L. And if I miss anybody, I apologize. We only had a handful of people that dropped down, but we appreciate you for being here. Everybody have a good night. And again, wish Sarah a happy birthday. And if you want to bless her, her cash app is $Ward10 Creates. Again, her cash app is $Ward10 Creates. Thank you for joining us and have a good night. Sarah, enjoy the rest of your birthday.